Amazing things can happen when educators, parents, and students join together and organize around a common cause. This is the story of the Oconto Education Association and their action team, who joined together to rally their colleagues and community to support OEA teacher Teresa Hellerman.
Oconto is about 45 minutes north of Green Bay. It's a small community. I want to say about 5,000 is the population currently. Everyone seems to kind of have that feeling of home. You know, people leave and they come back saying that this is their home.
The school year was off to an inauspicious start at Oconto Elementary.
We had concerns over the budget and wanted to meet with someone to talk about the budget and staffing issues because we had IEPs that weren't being followed.
What was the school climate like?
People were keeping to themselves at times. The teacher workroom, you didn't speak in there too much at all.
When Teresa Hellerman was suddenly removed from the classroom and placed on administrative leave, members of the Oconto Education Association knew they had to organize to bring Teresa back to her classroom and her students.
I have been an elementary teacher for over 17 years. This is my 18th year. I've worked in schools prior to that as a paraprofessional. I like the idea that I can work with them, spend time with them, and to teach them, and then there's all of a sudden that aha moment when they get it, when that light bulb goes on. That is so important to me.
With Teresa Hellerman, I am able to email her anytime and find out what's going on. Both my son had her, my daughter had her.
She's respected because she builds a rapport with her students that's admired because she can be firm, but she can be one that the children truly trust.
We are the action team, all of us coming together. We had a common issue going on, so we use that issue to organize around it. We asked for volunteers, and these people stepped forward to be a leader and to help out the rest of the colleagues here at OES.
For me, it started, I had heard rumor that there was some gatherings. I started going to the meetings and really wanted to fight for my colleague, but I also knew that the union was more than that. It was something bigger that I wanted to be part of.
The action team got started by doing something simple like wearing buttons.
On the front of the button it said phase 1, but really phase 1 really wasn't anything. It was just what Brian wanted to put on
It was made up.
It was made up.
Wearing buttons led to a more visible sign of solidarity. The action team planned a walkout where elementary staff gathered together after the completion of the school day to walk out of the building together in a show of unity and support. They even organized a potluck to celebrate Teresa's birthday.
When I got word that they were going to have a birthday party for me, I thought, oh my gosh, this is awesome, but I can't be there because I can't be in the building at that time. Well, that didn't matter. They were still going to have it. They also know that I love potlucks, and so that was the thing. So they had huge spread, and they had these cakes, and everything was wonderful. Then I got a phone call, and they all sang happy birthday to me.
The team knew they couldn't win this battle without the support of parents and the larger Oconto community, so they drafted a letter.
I was one of the parents that received a letter from the association. When I got the letter, I was actually glad that something like that was being sent out to people so that they could support Teresa and stand up for something that they truly believed in.
At the association's request, the Oconto School Board held an evidentiary hearing in open session to review the administration's recommendation for termination. The action team, Teresa's colleagues, parents, students, and the community rallied with their support.
That night, we were there for many, many hours.
Dear School Board, I really miss Mrs. Hellerman being my teacher. I think she is a very good teacher and is super nice. She always makes me confident in my schoolwork. She is always proud when I do good, and I like that she shows it. My Christmas wish is to have Mrs. Hellerman back. And of course, she included a little picture. There was probably at least 50 people that stayed until 3 o'clock in the morning because they were concerned and they weren't going to leave until they found out, what the outcome was going to be. In between time while we were sitting waiting, while there's people in closed sessions, people made the best of that time. They sat around and chit-chatted. They ate, they played cards, they went for walks, some took a nap. And then finally at around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, the board did come back, and it was a unanimous vote for Teresa to be reinstated to the classroom. As they voted on keeping her in the classroom, the room was in tears, but tears of joy.
Oh my gosh, we've done this. We accomplished what we wanted to do, and we did it as a group, and we did it professional, and wow. That, you know, you hear people say, I feel like I have a weight. Honestly, I know what they're saying now, because I felt much lighter. I wish the scale would have said it.
To see that community support, I thought was just refreshing and encouraging that we're not alone out there either.
This story is not unique to Oconto. Across Wisconsin and the country, educators, students, parents, and community members are uniting in the fight for our public schools and the education that all of our students deserve. No matter the size of your district, you, like the teachers in Oconto, can start the movement.
Just remember that you're not alone. I mean, if you're feeling something, chances are somebody else is, and that you're stronger together than you are apart.
Start talking to your colleagues that you are close with, and see where that goes, and start out. And then once you hear those stories, yes, you're not alone. And
the more I get involved, I realize that we all feel scared to say something, and we all wonder if what we're standing up for is okay, or if we're going to get in trouble. But just to take that risk and to jump in, because again, that camaraderie of people saying, you're okay, we need your voice.
I'm just totally grateful for everything they did. Totally grateful. They did a phenomenal job, and I'm glad they got my back.
And she's glad to be back.
Yes, and I'm glad to be back.